Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gamer's Digester channel. So I know that a lot of people have been receiving their ROG Allies a bit early. Quite a few subscribers of mine have left comments on posts, on videos, that they're actually receiving theirs today and some tomorrow. Mine will be unfortunately arriving sometime, hopefully around the 14th, so I won't be able to be posting videos on it as soon as some of you guys might want me to. I know I'm disappointed myself, but it is what it is. Now, as far as plans for it, as soon as I get my hands on it, I have a few suggestions that I think you guys should implement into your device as well. Now, this running natively Windows, there's quite a few differences between that and something like the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck's running Linux, which is very, very light. It doesn't require as much background processes as something like Windows does, especially Windows 11. Windows 11 was not made to run on handhelds like what we're getting in the market now. So one of the first things I would do, there's three options that you can do. You can just start disabling certain features in the background that aren't absolutely necessary for the system to run. Stuff like game bar, there's certain things that just are running in the background that are taking up resources while you're gaming, while you're just sitting there burning battery. Those are visible by doing Control-Shift-Escape. If you have a keyboard plugged in, it'll pull up Taskbar or Task Manager. And from there, you can see everything that will be running, and you can see that just at idling, you'll be using however X amount of your CPU. Now, for me, one of the first things I'm going to be doing is, one, disabling, looking into bloatware, and that is what these processes are, essentially. It's just bloatware, stuff that is taking up resources that doesn't really need to be there. There are tutorials on YouTube on how to remove that permanently. Some stuff might come back in certain updates and so forth, but I think for the long run, I think that the bloatware removal process would probably be one of the easiest and most efficient at gaining more performance out of your device than anything else. Now, if you're a little bit more hands-on and you are a bit better at navigating Windows than other people are, now there's an entire different operating system that you can use. I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a way that makes sense. Tiny 11. Tiny 11 is a smaller version of Windows that was created. It's running Windows 11 Pro, and you have to purchase a key for it. It's around $3 to $4 on CD Keys, some other key websites like that. So it's really inexpensive. And what it is you don't disable any of that bloatware. It's already cut out. It is running as minimal as possible, and it is really effective at doing that. So when I put Windows on an SD card and ran it on my Steam Deck, that was a very interesting process. I was not used to doing anything like that before, and I had no experience. And one thing I learned was from having Windows 11 to Tiny 11, Tiny 11 was so much more smooth. It took less time to load. It was all around a better performer. Now, was it easy to get on the device? That's a different story. Will it be easy to get on the Ally? Again, I won't know until I get my hands on it, and I promise you that as soon as I start monkeying with things, I'll keep everybody up to date on what I'm doing, so that if you want to try something out, you don't accidentally mess it up if I do. So that's one thing that I plan on keeping everybody up to date on is certain features, trying to squeeze as much performance out of this as I can easily, you know? Now, some other things that I really should, kind of goes without saying, but some people are going to maybe be overlooking this, is this device probably won't be the most durable thing in the world, and I would very much advise everyone to look into getting screen protectors, cases, stuff like that, carrying cases. I know that they are selling on Best Buy the carrying case at the moment for the Asus ROG Ally for around $40. It was in a pre-order phase. I think you can just purchase it now and have it ship, but I'm not for certain on that. At least by the time this video uploads, it should be just shipping as soon as you purchase it, which will be a lot quicker. Something like that is honestly game changer, right? So you can just stuff that into your backpack now. One thing with handhelds that you can't just start shoving this in things. Yes, it's a small form factor, but these joysticks are fragile. And as soon as you start breaking stuff, that's when, until replacement parts are made readily available, you might be on your own. So try and take as good as, I know that goes without saying, obviously, but replacement parts really might take a while to get here. One thing I want to look at doing is maybe upgrading the buttons. I've heard the buttons are a bit sticky, so there might be some kind of mods that you can do to upgrade the buttons. The joysticks aren't the best kinds of joysticks. I believe it's HoloCell or Holocron, something like that. Again, guys, I am not the numbers guy. I don't have degrees in this stuff. I'm just a consumer, just like you guys. I just like talking about it. But the INEO, that handheld, has some of the best joysticks that you can get. And I plan on, if at all possible, upgrading. But again, there's probably technical ramifications, stuff like that, that might not allow me to do that. And I will keep you guys posted on that and my findings. So for sure, when cases start coming out, I will be purchasing them, and I will be showing you guys how they look, how they feel, if they have stands. As you guys have, if you've watched my other videos, I am a big advocate for stands in cases, or else your device will just lay flat on the table like this here. You'll have to use some poor gonk droid to lift it up. But for me, as soon as cases start coming out, you guys should hear from me. Now, one last thing I want to touch on. If this is really something that you're new to, if that's why you're watching this video and you're looking to get as much performance, but just as much as you can out of the Ally, I'd say the first thing that I would start looking at, if you're low on games in your game library, Xbox Game Pass is fantastic. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not trying to shill or get you guys to get into anything, because it doesn't benefit me in any way. I'm really just being honest here. Game Pass has been incredible. So I play on this, and I have an Xbox at my living room and at my parents' house. And just being able to bounce around between all of these and have games downloaded that I don't own and I won't have to purchase, having Forza and all these really nice AAA games that come out on launch day without having to shell out $70 is incredible to me. That is really a nice thing. And if you want to start messing around with older games, older titles, Xbox Game Pass has a ton of games on there that I think everybody can enjoy. So if you just purchase this for a friend, I guess not necessarily a friend, that'd be a very nice friend of you. If you're purchasing this for, say, like your son or child or something like that, and you don't really know if they'll enjoy what games there are out there, I think Game Pass is an excellent way just for anybody. If you're an adult, if you're a kid, if you're a teenager, there's a lot of stuff on there that you can enjoy without having to drop literally $70 per game. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I do enjoy Street Fighter and all these games I have in my library, but things start to add up really quickly. And when you just spent $700 on a device, saving everywhere that you can is a pretty big deal. If you guys stuck around through the video, I really do appreciate you guys and all the support. I'm going to be making another video tonight on kind of like my final thoughts on the Steam Deck. I know I've only had this for give or take 4 months, 4 or 5 months, somewhere around there, but I'll let you guys know what I've enjoyed, what I haven't enjoyed, and just kind of wrap everything up nice and tidy right before the Ally starts getting into everybody's hands and everybody kind of moves on to the next thing. I know there will be very heavy continued support for the Steam Deck, so I don't think that it's a dead topic, but I tell you one thing, not as many people are wanting to see Steam Deck videos now as they are a couple months ago. So I'm going to kind of wrap things up for just talking about the Steam Deck, because I think what's been said has been said, and we're looking forward on to new, better things. With all that being said, thank you guys. If you liked the video, show me. Leave a like on the video. Please subscribe, turn on notifications. I plan on posting maybe once or twice every day. We'll kind of see how things go. And I really have enjoyed reading your guys' comments. There's been so many comments, and I really enjoy reading all of them. They really make my day in the morning, waking up to see all these and responding to them. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. You have a good rest of your day.